Matt Show, Matt Show, Matt Show, Matt Show.
Welcome to the Matt Show! Matt Show! Matt Show! Welcome. I forgot my ukulele. Matt Show! Matt Show! Welcome to the Matt Show!
Okay, it's called Matt Learns and Tries. And I am with Bill Russell. He's a voiceover actor / he does voiceovers.
Yes, / that's right.
It
works.
He's an energetic guy, as you can see.
Yeah.
Very energetic. And I'm your host, Matthew, so without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Polar bears!
Polar bears!
Polar bears!
They're on. Oh, it's giraffes now. Okay.
Polar bears!
Ready, go.
Okay, take
Go.
5. Take 5. Hi, my name is Matthew.
Matthew! Is this the Matt Show? Is this the Matt Show? Show me your butt. Come on, man. Come on, stick your butt in the chair. I don't want to see a butt. He's got a butt and he cannot lie. His other brother can't deny.
Take 6. Take 6. Take 6.
Okay, whatever.
Take 6.
Go.
Learn and try with Matt.
My name is Matthew Sternberg.
Matthew Sternberg.
And this is my show, Matthew, Learn and Try with Matt.
Learn and try with Matt.
I'm your host, Matthew, and this is my enthusiastic guest, Bill.
Hey guys, I'm Bill Russell.
He is a voice actor.
I am.
He does voiceovers, and let's dive in. So tell me about what a voice actor does, and what's the definition between voiceovers and voice acting?
A voice actor just there's a voiceover there's voiceover and voice acting. Voiceover is where you literally it's the general definition of what we do. It's just you place a voice over a video or you hear it and you don't see the body. That is voiceover. Like if you're hearing a McDonald's commercial and you hear somebody going, "Buy 2 get 1 free at McDonald's. We do it all for you." That's the voiceover.
Oh, for capitalism.
And yeah, exactly. What other thing works in his lifetime? But the acting part is that you're acting, you're emoting, you're giving the customer or you're giving the client what they're looking for. They want a sensitive read, an energetic read, an informative read, or something like that. So you have to act. You have to bring that out and tell them, this is what I want the listener to be. Like if I'm selling medication, I want them to know that, whenever you take this medication, be sure you don't take it on an empty stomach. Make sure you don't take it in a flight living home because I might have a hard stool or an empty diarrhea. I don't know.
Micro wings.
Or micro wings. It'd be horrible. But you want to be able to be sensitive to it. So that's where the voiceover and acting comes in. That's why I wanted to do it because I like acting.
I can see why.
Yeah.
I can see why.
I'm not great at it yet, but I'm.
No. Like, one thing I've noticed off the bat, you have so much energy.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I guess...
It's maintaining that energy is the hard part. You can
like,
do it for a long time.
how do you maintain that energy throughout a project or something you're working on? And another question to add on top of that, how do you, once you put the energy into a character, I guess, how do the people who see that character feel like, oh, I'm really attached to this character? I hope he succeeds, or what,
That's kind of a personal thing, and who you relate to, how you relate to them. If you can relate to that many people and do that, that's just a blessing on top of it. But the other part of the question was what? The first part, forgot.
The first part was like, what? I guess what.
Oh, how to maintain the energy.
How do you maintain your energy when putting your effort into a project, I guess?
Right. Well, it depends on if they're asking it of you. It really does. You can, if someone is asking you to maintain this character, we're going to be working in the studio or the booth, and they're being, or even online, because there are Zoom rooms, there are Skype and things like that where you can see them visually and they can ask you questions, but you're doing the character and you know that you have to read in that character the whole time. Once you see the script and you are there. You can't help but be there. It's not hard to maintain it. It's just you listen back and try, or if you might get lost in it, your voice might change a little bit, and there's a problem in that you're on your own most of the time, or at least I am. But there's times when you're in a studio or you're online and the director is right there with you saying, all right, we've lost our character, kind of bring it back up a little bit, because there's times when you do. It's not going to be perfect, but maintaining the character is, once you're in it and you're doing it, it's not hard to keep really going with it. It's fun.
So, how do you, do people come to you for a job, or do you go to them, or is it either both? It can be either way.
Well, I have an agent, and the agent, whenever she sees something that comes around through other access places, it will eventually they'll say, we want Bill Russell to audition for this, or they'll choose me out of her team or her pool of talent, and I'll get the audition.
Oh, I wanted to point out, you were also a part of that Castaway movie a long time ago. You were in the TV.
No, I was on Nashville, the TV series Nashville. I wasn't on Castaway, but I was on Nashville, the TV series.
Well, one time, this is a funny story along the line. One time I met one of Dieter's friends, very nice guy, but he's another actor. But let's say he was a part of this movie Castaway. It was a long story, but I don't know what work he did. But I guess the impression, technically I think this was before I met you. Mm-hmm. Technically, the impression I got is, I guess actors are all,
Oh, we are weird? What?
Calm, chill. My first impression of meeting this person is he was very chill.
Yeah, that's you really try to
I guess.
Well, you're asked to be on, and it's hard to maintain it during the day, or when I meet people like you or anybody, I have to you're on for a little while. When I say on, it's like you're not necessarily trying to be a character, but you're trying to show energy that I'm really enthused about what you're doing, and then all of a sudden I'll just draw back and I'll just listen and just be quiet. And a lot of those guys, sometimes they're withdrawn a little bit or introverted, but when they're asked to do it, they're just boom, they're on. They can turn it on when they need to. So if they're really calm and chill, that's kind of what their normal person is. If it is, mine is kind of both. It kind of goes between both. I'm ambivert. I'm an ambivert.
What is an ambivert?
That means I'm on and off. Yeah, I'll be on for a little while, like I am right now. I'll be like going, "Hey man, let's
hey!"
I'll be like this. Say, yeah, that's cool.
That's cool.
And then nobody will come around you. So it's kind of.
It's
like I put on a garlic vest or something. And people are like going, "Hey, it's nice to see you, Bill. I'm going to talk over here." So it'll be, that's kind of how you maintain that energy as an actor, or if that's kind of what you were going at. Yeah, some people do it. Sometimes they're just completely calm and chill.
What is the warm-up process of your voice? And also something that I didn't write down that I kind of want to ask is, have you ever lost your voice doing voice acting?
I did it one time. And it was for, actually I was doing it for a learning process, and I overdid it. So you learn not to overdo it, and you learn how to be careful with your voice and not do it. Because I can, like this one character that I do, I can really overdo him. And if I'm not careful, I'll lose my voice like a couple of days or something like that. But I have to not lose it completely, but it'll be really raw. I'll be like talking like this for a while. But as far as preparing and stuff like that, what I do is, because I'm a singer as well, I'll do actual scales in the car, and I'll start from a moderate voice tone, and you don't even have to do scales. You can go like and then you start until you just keep loosening up, and then you start back up again. Until you get as high as you can. And with a singer, I do scales, but that helps warm up the range of your voice, going from down to up and trying to be as flexible as you can. And then I use a cork, in my mouth. I'll hold a cork in my teeth and say like tongue twisters, like red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, because it works the tongue with those words. And I'll say good blood, bad blood, and use those.
Red rum.
And when you put a cork in your finger, like 2 fingers, or good blood, bad blood, good blood, bad blood, or red leather, yellow leather. That sounds stupid, but what it does when you pull the cork out or your fingers out, it all of a sudden allows you to articulate better. Like if you have a word that you can't say, or I wish I could remember. I have several words like that are hard to say, and they're hard to.
Anti-establisharianism.
Yeah, like anti-disestablishment. Like you would say it like anti-disestablishmentarianism, and going, wait a minute, slurred. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. It's said like 3 or 4 times that way, and then you go anti-disestablishmentarianism. It all of a sudden will articulate.
Arianism.
Yeah, and that's just really a cool effect and how it really works. But yeah, I'll use a cork. I've got a cork in my room, like a wine cork or something.
What motivates you, I guess, every day to just, try different things in this career, I guess? What motivates you, or what?
Well, paying my bills, that motivates me a lot. I have to pay for this place, and I have to pay for, I have to help my son, and that motivates me too, a huge motivator. And not being where I am, but to constantly want to succeed and be constantly better to eventually where I can, I live like no one else right now. I do the Dave Ramsey thing. I live like no one else, so later I can live and give.
And he also said, cut up those credit cards.
Yeah, but his main motto is live like no one else, so later you can live and give like no one else. So that's what I want to do. Knuckle sandwich. And because I want to be just not only just a good person, but a better person than what I am. I constantly am striving to be better. So
same with
so that's
me.
my huge motivation.
So 2 more questions.
Huge motivation, my better motivation.
2 more questions I have is like, do you ever storyboard? I don't know if you.
I mean, storyboards for films, but I mean storyboarding for a voiceover.
Does that happen, or is that not a thing?
No, that's not a thing.
Okay.
We don't,
I just was curious because I wasn't real sure if that actually happened. And I mean, how I see it in my work, I just know like since like I know sometimes if I've done a VO, and I storyboarded to where I wanted the VO, like. But you don't necessarily use it.
No, you don't. That's just more or less for the film and project, and allow them to be able to set up how the camera will move from point A to point B to point C and each scene. But when you get a voiceover, you're given just a piece of paper and a script, and it'll say scene 1, scene 2, things like that. If you're doing animation or a video game, like right now I'm working on one where it's different acts, and they break it down on a Google Doc. And you're just given a few lines and another line, and each line is labeled. So when you read a line and you render that to whatever form they want, you label it that line so they'll know which one it is, and you just keep doing that all the way down the list.
So throughout the years of you doing voiceovers and voice acting, do you have any favorite or any
memorable? Yeah.
Projects.
See, there's the cork.
Yeah.
Memorable
experiences that you've gotten to be a part of and you were proud of at the end of it, I guess.
Yeah. And it's always the ones that stick out in your head. Like I was a VeggieTale character. Got to do a VeggieTales one time. It was a sound-alike. I wasn't one of the voices and got to do it a lot. I was just a sound-alike for some VeggieTale Very Very Christmas back in 2001 or something. And then being in a TV series, a national television series, and it's still getting checks from Walt Disney World. It's like, what? $17 from Disney? Thank you!
Thank you, capital overload.
I know. I got $13 one time. That's great. But it's what it is. It's a cool thing to be reminded that all that hard work and patience paid off to something to something that's that big. And then and the voiceover stuff, a lot of it, like this one I've been doing, I actually got through an audition process on a pay-to-play website, which means you give them money, and they corral or bring in all these companies that want to hire voice actors, and then we audition. They blanket out auditions, and everybody auditions for it. And if you get it, you get it. If you don't, it's the same process as any other audition. But you're getting more audition opportunities because they're searching for these companies, and the companies find a better rate through them or something. So I do the pay-to-plays, and that's how I got that character that we were talking about earlier. But a lot of times you'll get one through word of mouth. And actually, Dieter, our buddy behind the camera here, helped me facilitate a meeting. We had met a guy named Keith Medley, who's a luthier for Gibson, and and Gibson. Anyway, he's a musician. He builds harp guitars, like 26 string.
Guitars.
No, he builds Gibson and his own. He builds these like 26 string guitars, electric guitars, and they're beautiful sounding. But he was approached by a video game company, and was asked to do the music for the game. And then they said, we have some words. Would you make some music around these words? And maybe we need to find somebody with like an Irish accent that can sing. And he's like, I don't know anybody with an Irish accent. So he talked to Dieter, said, Dieter, you know anybody that can do the Irish accent? And he goes, Bill Russell can. And that's the relationship you build. It's the business is building relationships, just like what you're doing now. You're going out, meeting people, interviewing them, and building those relationships with the people around them at the same time, and with that person. And then who knows, it'll pay off later. Saying, I need somebody else you might be interested in interviewing. I can say, point to them or whatever. So that's really kind of cool how that happens. And next thing you know, I'm doing a voiceover that's been lasting. Well, we don't do it every year. We didn't do any. I think I did a couple of things this year for them, for this one that he helped me with, or helped me find. But I ended up singing the song for the first act for the game, as well as 3 characters that I auditioned for and got.
That's
and
really
now
cool.
they're on Act 2 and Act 3.
Can we give a little applause on camera?
Yeah.
Because I just
Why?
Because that's really cool. That I just want to say that is really an example of people keep saying, "Oh, I don't have time for this," or
or I want it to come to me, or
like someone once told me. I think it was somebody who I think it was Riley Delaney who told me, or it was at work one day. We were in some meeting, and someone said that you have to chase it, or you can't let things just fall into your lap.
Yeah.
You gotta pursue it, and you pursued those 3 characters. You pursued that deal. So, kudos to this guy.
Thank you very much. Yes, that's what I did. It was word of mouth.
Anything else you want to say?
But yeah, it's been kind of cool. We've built it into 3
remarks?
We built it into 3 more acts, and it's going to be paying off for the next couple of years. So it's been a great gig. But I tell you what, why don't I show you some of the stuff that we do, or how I do some of the stuff in the booth?
That would be great, Bill.
Was that a good segue?
Yes.
Good segue.
Good segue.
All right, you are in my booth, Matt.
I'm in your lair.
Yeah, you are in my lair, my voiceover lair, and I have to wear a second pair of glasses on this, so it's kind of funny because the monitors are at a weird distance, so where I wear bifocals, so I have to look up, and it changes the way I read, because I'll look up, I'm like, I don't want to read like this, I want to read more loud like this. It'll change the tone of how you move your chin up or down, and depending on what you're going for. But usually when you're doing, let's say, commercial copy or something like that, or doing a commercial audition, you have to be able to see your screen, and I have to use that. But so in the meantime, this is the cork I was telling you about that I use. I'll just basically just put that between my teeth, and if I have a hard time saying words, it will help me exercise. For long form reading, like narration, I've narrate books, I've narrate children's books, I'll use a mint, like a breath freshener. And
Okay.
actually, it helps maintain your voice lubrication. So it's not necessarily you have to use a lot of water, which water is mucho important. You have to use lots of water when you're doing this.
H2O, very important.
Yeah, lubricate, and lip balm, because this actually helps. The mint helps the lip smacking a little bit because the mic is so sensitive. You hear that clicking. Yeah, not necessarily kissing, but clicking.
Okay, I tried.
And so he, so anyway,
Thumbnail.
I know.
Secret thumbnail. Me and Bill Cox.
And thumbnail.
Just-
But anyway, so the lip balm, I use lip balm to make sure that my lips don't smack together as well. So let's say, what kind of questions do you have about my booth and what I do, or what?
Well,
I use a Mac Mini, by the way. I like Mac. I use a recording software called Yamaha or Steinberg. Let me make sure my mouse works because it's not. There it goes.
here is a Mac user versus a stereotypical nerd. Mac versus PC.
Yeah. So what can I show you?
Well, I would just pick a place to start and let's dive in, I guess.
Okay. Let's start with, let's say, a commercial read or something like that, which is kind of what I pulled up first, and I was reading that one about the pancakes earlier. So right there, you've got like your script, and you read it and you go, okay, this is an IHOP script. IHOP.
30 minutes.
30
seconds. Not
It's 30. You notice it's 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
And when
sorry.
you're reading it, you want to make sure that you can read it within that time period. So you have, the more you do this, you have a self clock that kind of goes off, and you hear that 30 seconds in your head, or you kind of get the feel of it because they write it with enough words, the right amount of words and a right speed to know that this is how many it'll take to get 30 seconds in, to get the information in. So here we go. We've got like an IHOP commercial, and you try to read what this is about, and it's trying to be funny. They're using IHOP, all-you-can-eat pancakes, and so get out your all-you-can-eat silverware, and because these pancakes are into all-you-can-eat themselves, because pancakes don't do that, and get IHOP's all-you-can-eat pancakes with breakfast combo, or just get all-you-can-eat pancakes for $4.99. What else you going to do today?
Can I try?
So what you're going to do is think about what you're reading, and you're just going to have fun because they want you to be as natural as possible. They're not looking for an announcery read. I can't find what they said about it, but it's not an announcery type read. Not like buy one get one free.
Buy one get one free.
Yeah, they don't do that. Buy one get one free at all you can eat pancakes for IHOP. Buy $4.99 get this. It's what you'll hear on the radio a lot. What they want here, they want you to be humorous. They want you to have fun with it. And they want you to read it like you're talking to me. So if you'd read it, go right ahead and try it.
Right now at IHOP, order any one of our breakfast combos, and we will sweeten the deal with all-you-can-eat pancakes. So get out your
See, the best thing to do, and this is what we have to do, is read the script first and see what the words say, so you'll be familiar with them when you come across them. You don't read hot, or you don't read right off the bat and you say, I'm just going to jump in and do the audition, unless you're really that good. But I'll read over it and go, okay, here's where I need to maybe make a mental mark, or if I have a piece of paper, I will actually make a mark where I'm having a problem with this word. And I'll look at it and say, right now at IHOP, order any one of our breakfast combos and we'll sweeten the deal with all-you-can-eat pancakes. So get out your all-you-can-eat silverware, because these pancakes aren't going to all-you-can-eat themselves. And you're doing hand motions at the same time. You're involved in the piece.
I sometimes do that when I interview people. I sometimes do that to get
hand motions are good, and that's
people always tell me now, I used to be told that hand motions are bad or something, like people think it's aggressive.
It depends on who you're with, and they just have to worry about. When you're in a booth, you're by yourself, or you're with the producer in front of you or something like that, and you're gesticulating because you want to get the thing, but you have to make sure you're wearing clothes that don't make sound, like ruffly shirts or whatever, and everything is a movement. So now at this point you're going, okay, and you got the feel, you want the energy or something like this.
Don't shake the feet. Sorry.
Oh yeah, you want the energy, you want the feet, so you're going to shake a little bit, you're going to work, you go to God. Oh,
Right now at IHOP, any one of our breakfast combos, and we'll sweeten the deal with all-you-can-eat pancakes. So get your all-you-can-eat pancake silverware, and because these pancakes aren't going to all-you-can-eat themselves, because pancakes don't do that, get IHOP's all-you-can-eat pancakes with breakfast combo, or just get your all-you-can-eat pancakes for $4.99. What else you gonna do today, huh? So you're moving and you're keeping that energy up at the same time, but it also sounds different when you're reading it rather than right now at all you can eat.
You sound
right
very
now
robotic.
at IHOP, any all you can eat Well, I'm not sounding robotic. Let's see if I did it. Right now at IHOP, get one of your all you can eat pancake combos and sweeten the deal with all you can eat pancakes. Get out your all you can eat silverware because these pancakes aren't going to all you can eat themselves, because it just changes the way you read.
Matt, scoot forward. There you go.
So that just changes how you read and how you feel in the read. So try it again, and I'll just say just read a couple lines, and so we can move on to the next stuff.
Right now, at IHOP, order anyone.
Let's see. Right, we got also the hand gesture is good, but you got to remember we're in 30 seconds here. So if you go right now, at IHOP, order any of your breakfast combos, and we're 15 seconds into it, and you should be down here already. So you got to remember
Right now at IHOP.
Yeah, you go.
Any one of our. Okay, that.
You're getting there.
Right now at IHOP, order any one of our breakfast combos,
and we'll sweeten the deal
with all-you-can-eat pancakes.
So get out your all-you-can-eat
silverware, because the pancakes aren't gonna fly off the shelves themselves.
Well, that's not gonna work. You won't get the job.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry. Click. Yeah, you have to make sure you read what they get, unless they say improv on it. But when you're giving a delivery,
because these pancakes aren't going to all-you-can-eat themselves.
That's right.
Because pancakes don't do that. So
That's right.
get all-you-can-eat pancakes with any breakfast combo, or just get all-you-can pancakes.
Or just get the all-you-can-eat pancakes for $4.99, just like you're telling me. You're talking to me. You have to read this like, okay, who you're talking to. You're talking to me. You're saying, hey, right now at IHOP, you can go out and get order any one of our breakfast combos. Because what I'm doing, I'm probably the guy who works at IHOP. I'm probably telling you about this. Say, man, right now at IHOP, order any one of our breakfast combos, and we'll sweeten the deal with all-you-can-eat pancakes. Yeah. So get out your all-you-can-eat silverware, because these pancakes aren't going to all-you-can-eat themselves, because pancakes don't do that. So get to IHOP. Go to IHOP's, and so I still mess up to lines too, and I'll have to correct myself. But when you read it, try it one more time and just read it like you're talking to me, as if I am visiting IHOP and you're the IHOP guy and you're telling me about it.
Right now.
And you don't have to read loud. You can read a little closer. I'm right here. You're burning my ears. Just don't read into the microphone. You can stand right here. That's what I was telling you earlier, is that when you're at the microphone is so sensitive, you're going to be reading across from it or underneath it. So just concentrate. So just concentrate on this and just tell me, like, right now at IHOP, order any one of our breakfast combos.
Right now at IHOP, order any one of our breakfast combos, and we will sweeten the deal with all-you-can-eat pancakes. So get out your get out your all-you-can-eat silverware.
There you go.
Because these pancakes aren't going to
all you can eat
themselves. Because pancakes don't.
Well, this is going to change things. You're going to hear yourself. So let's hear yourself do it at the same time.
Because pancakes don't do that. Don't turn it up so loud.
It's just a little bit louder because you want to talk softer. So you sometimes will boost the gain on the microphone to make it hotter, and that'll make you talk softer.
And get all-you-can-eat pancakes with any breakfast combo.
Okay, now start over right here, like you're talking to me.
Right now at IHOP, order any one of our breakfast combos. We will sweeten the deal with all-you-can-eat pancakes.
Okay, now read the lines. Order any one of our breakfast combos, and we'll sweeten the deal. Order any one of our breakfast combos, and we'll sweeten the deal with all-you-can-eat pancakes.
Right now at IHOP, order any one of our breakfast combos.
Yeah, it's right there. Just don't take your eyes off of it. That's the hard part.
Right now at IHOP, order any one of our breakfast combos. We'll sweeten the deal with all-you-can-eat pancakes.
So what's the most important line right there?
With all-you-can-eat pancakes.
So you got to emphasize that. Right now at IHOP, That's an important word. Right now at IHOP, right now at IHOP, order any one of our breakfast combos and we'll sweeten the deal with all-you-can-eat pancakes. So get out your all-you-can-eat silverware because these pancakes aren't going to all-you-can-eat themselves because pancakes don't do that. All right, I'm trying to find the... Let's see, I think the brothers here are... fudge sickles.
Fish sticks. Popsicle sticks.
Let's see here. Hungry. AVER.
Haviers.
I thought it might be this one. I think that's the one I've got up. Yeah, it's the same one.
Okay.
Doggone it.
Doggone it.
See, narrator. Chopping down trees makes my... Hey, lumberjack, Jack, what's the hurry? Chopping down trees make... Hey, Jack, want a stack? That's what he's saying right here. He's saying, hey, Jack, want a stack? Chopping down trees makes my beard grow back. I'll have to do that. I'll have to tell you what it is, so it's not on these at all. So the line, like these are two brothers right here. He would say, because I don't know if you can't see this, Dieter. These are two characters in an animated show that I did for a guy who's a stop motion animator. And this is Charlie and this is Harry, I believe. Charlie and Harry. They're brothers. And this is, I say one is probably a little bit more sophisticated than the other. The one over here that's eating the pancakes is probably more, hey, let's eat some pancakes or something like that. Let's eat some pancakes. And he's like, no, we need to eat pancakes. But they're brothers. And the cool part about them, they can have the same kind of voice, but just different inflections. So if you want to say, his lines would be, hey, Jack, want a stack? Want a stack of pancakes? So how would you say that for him?
For him?
No, for him, because he's saying, I want to offer you a stack of pancakes. And his line is, hey, Jack, want a stack?
Hey, Jackie boy, would you like a stack of pancakes?
Now, what did I say? What were the lines that I gave you?
Hey,
Jack, want a
stack?
Yeah, because the way the guy wrote it, it's a rhyme. It's, hey, Jack, want a stack? Let's see. Hey, Jack, want a stack? Chopping down trees makes my beard grow back. Hey, Jack, what's the hurry? Chopping down trees makes my beard grow burly. That's the kind of, so it's a rhyme in the way he wrote it. So he was like, his line was, hey, Jack, want a stack? So say it just like that, like you would be that character. What voice would you come with?
Hey, Jack, want a stack?
That'd be good. So what would you do with your hand? Are you going to gesticulate like this? Or are you going to actually, like in the picture, he's holding a stack of pancakes?
Okay.
Hey,
Move it a
Jack.
little closer.
Time out real quick. We've been on a bunch of rambling. Let's just consolidate. Go, hey, I've got an animation here, and explain that real quick, and then jump right into that, and that'll shorten
Okay.
this up.
All right, let's do it. Ready?
Action.
All right, hey, I've got an animation bit that I did. This was called the Hair Hungry Heaver, and these are two brothers. So we're going to do the voice for the brother here and this brother here, and I'm going to give you the line. So he's Harry. He's giving Jack, the lumberjack, a big stack of pancakes. So his line is, hey, Jack, want a stack? How are you going to read that while you're handing him pancakes?
Hey, Jack, want a stack?
That's good. Now, pretending like you're looking like he's doing it, he's holding the plate in his both, so use both hands. You're acting. That's the voice acting part of it. You're not only just moving.
Hey, Jack, want a stack?
Yeah, so you go like, hey, Jack, want a stack?
Hey, Jack, want a stack?
Good. Or you change your voice that much? Try it, do it again.
Hey, Jack, want a stack?
All right, that's his voice. That's what you see in the hairy guy right there. That's cool. Yeah, that's great. So his brother would be probably a little bit different sounding. So he might be deeper. Instead of, hey, Jack, want a stack? You'd be like, his line would be, let's see. Hey, Jack, what's the hurry?
Hey, Jack, what's the hurry?
And his hands up like this. So like, hey, Jack, what's the hurry?
Hey, Jack, what's the hurry?
And his line would be, chopping down trees makes my beard grow burly. So what you're going to do is you're seeing the characters move, and you're seeing them. We know that they're brothers, and each one's going to have a different voice from the other. So read his again. What would it be again? Hey Jack, want a stack?
Hey Jack, want a stack?
And then, his line was, hey Jack, what's the hurry?
Hey Jack, what's the hurry?
Now what are you going to change his voice a little bit? What is that? What you see him? Are they twins? Or they have the same voice or have a little different voice?
They have different voices. Hey Jack, what's the hurry?
That's good. That's good. So you've done it. You've already created two different characters. One's like, hey Jack, what a stack? Hey Jack,
Hey
what's
Jack,
the hurry?
what's the hurry?
Yes, exactly. So that's fantastic. You've already created animated characters with your voice.
I have to chop down trees. My beard grows.
Yeah, so Jack is more like they said, we want this Nick Offerman character. It's like, nah, chopping down trees makes my beard grow burly.
Chopping down trees makes
Yep.
my beard grow.
So there you
burly.
go, man. That's animation, and you're listening, you're looking what the characters are doing, you're moving and gesticulating, and you're all moving, always moving. You don't move your feet because if you do, it always picks it up on the microphone. So you're moving your hands and trying to be the character. You can bend over, you can, whatever you see that character doing, it comes out in your voice.
Okay.
And this is the setup. I use a condenser microphone. And I always use my headphones. Some people don't, actually. You can just hang right here.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I use a condenser microphone because it's called a large diaphragm, and it picks up everything that I do. And this box right here, I plug it into this box, which is called a USB interface. And
Do you notice that it has sort of my last name Sternberg?
No, it's Steinberg. That's right. How clever. So yeah, so here there's a thing called a mic gain, and you changes the sensitivity of the mic depending on how quiet you want to read or how loud you want to read. If you're going to be loud, you're going to turn the gain down a little bit so you don't spike out the sound to make it just really over distorted or anything like that. And you control the sound of your headphones through here and what you hear back and so forth. And then it all runs straight into my computer through a recording software that I have called Steinberg Cubase.
Steinberg.
By Yamaha. So I do all my recording here and listening back to it through my headset
That's
through
good.
here. And there you go. That's how we do it. I do all this from my booth.
Thank you for being on the show.
Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad you learned something. It's pretty cool.
I did learn
All right, man.
something. This is Learn and Try with Matt. Peace out.
Oh!
Ah!
Macho!
Macho.
Macho! 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 Learn and try with Matt.